count on Maddox. A liner, and the Orioles are the world champions.
Now, I know what some of y'all are probably thinking right now. Yo, Seven, you idiot. The Orioles are having a historic losing season. They not even worth mentioning right now. But I figured we go back to the moment when the Orioles' trouble began. And trust me, it's way before the start of this current losing streak. The Orioles franchise, based in Baltimore since 1954, was at one point a true staple for the city. On the diamond, the Orioles experienced their greatest success from 1966 to 1983 when they made 6 World Series appearances, winning 3 of them in 1966, 1970, and in 1983. Now, remaining competitive throughout the 80s and the 90s, the Orioles pretty much had the city in its back pocket. I'm not even going to hold you. That is until all hell broke loose.
September 1st, 1996 was a day of remembrance and renewal. After 13 years of silent Sundays, Baltimore celebrated the return of the NFL and the birth of the Baltimore Ravens.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Memorial Stadium, a historic afternoon here in Baltimore as the old girl is back in town. Yes, it's been since December of '83 that a Baltimore team has played pro football here at Memorial Stadium.
Year's 1996, and in a shocking announcement, NFL Cleveland Browns owner Art Modell decides to move the Cleveland Browns to Baltimore, bringing NFL back to the city. Now, on the baseball field that year, the Orioles wasn't rattled about this at all. They won the ALDS versus the Cleveland Indians before losing to the Yankees in the ALCS. The following year, the Orioles went to the playoffs again, winning the division title, but coming up short again in the revenge series versus the Cleveland Indians in 6 games. Now, from there on that point, the Orioles went 14 straight seasons playing under 500 baseball, y'all. From 1998 to 2012, this once storied franchise did not scratch the surface of a playoff series. In fact, in 2018 and 2019, the Baltimore Orioles put up arguably the franchise's worst seasons ever, going 47 wins and 115 losses and 54 wins and 108 losses following that up. Now, across the street, the Baltimore Ravens throughout this period won 2 Super Bowls and have pretty much taken reign over the city of Baltimore. So how did we get here at this point, currently on a 17-game historic losing streak? And where is the support? The Ravens simply took over the city of Baltimore because the Orioles do not show any type of support to the urban community. And karma is a bitch. I hate to say it, and I hate to make this a black and white thing. I'm not trying to say that the Orioles franchise is racist and the powers that be are racist. I'm not saying that at all. But you have watched for the last 10 to almost 20 years how Baltimore the Ravens have ingratiated themselves within the city. It's bad enough that you don't have a lot of black kids that don't like baseball anyway. I've been a fan of the Orioles since they was in Memorial Stadium on 33rd. You know, went to the games on 33rd, went to the games at Camden Yards. Me, myself, I'm a big baseball fan. I love to play it. I'm not a big fan to watch it so much, but, you know, I have watched over the years. You don't see the Orioles anywhere in the city. The fans, there's no support because there's no love in the city anymore in Baltimore when it comes to the Orioles. I think they always going to have their fan base, but I'm just going to keep it real. Until the Orioles tap back into the black community, into the urban community, into the city, doing some projects, just getting back in tune with their people, the Orioles will never, ever win another championship or get to the World Series. I mean, for this team to be such a great franchise, that streak that they had, right now they're on a 17-game losing streak. They might lose 18 in a row today. But them, you know, going 12, 14 years in a row, playing under 500 baseball, not making the playoffs in the AL East. You know, that's not just about skill. That's karma. The Orioles definitely got to get back in tune with the black community. If I take my camera and if I go around and if I just interview people around the city and ask them what do they care about the Orioles, and have they ever seen the organization or the franchise do anything at the schools or anything for the students, Orioles are not involved at all, it seems like, in the community. I'm not sure what they're doing behind the scenes, but in my opinion, that's one of the biggest reasons why the Orioles are not being successful. It's because of karma. They're not tapped into their platform. And the bad thing about it is they're not getting any support when chips are down. It's a lot of history with this team, a lot of history with this organization, a team that I grew up on. But times have changed and the Orioles have not adjusted to the times. And I feel like they leaving us out and they being left out. So this thing is a vice versa Baltimore love story gone wrong, in my opinion. But this is the Mitchell Report, 7 Mitchell. Make sure y'all let me know what y'all think about the Orioles' current winning streak. Are they the worst team ever in baseball? Let me know.